With Godzilla King of the Monsters coming out later on in May, actually probably literally the end of May, I'm going to be reviewing a few Godzilla movies leading up to it, and we're going to be starting off with Godzilla King of the Monsters. The one from the 50s. Before I go on, don't forget to smash that like button, smash that share button, and if you're new here, smash that subscribe button so you can watch more reviews like this one, and give a little tap to the gray bell icon for notifications on my latest uploads. Back to the review. Godzilla King of the Monsters is the Americanized version of the Japanese monster film Gojira, and this follows a white guy played by Raymond Burr, and he investigates what's going on in Japan, and I guess it turns out it's Godzilla. Now, a lot of people really love this film. Hell, a lot of people would say it's the best Godzilla film. Depending if you're actually talking about Godzilla King of the Monsters, this film, or the original Japanese version. Now, that might sound a bit confusing, but really, this is not the same film as the original Gojira. Like, really, Godzilla King of the Monsters, like I said, is an Americanized version of this, where it has some scenes from the original film and some of the same characters from the original film, but it inserts this white American man to sort of serve as exposition, to explain to the audience as to what's going on in the movie. And this is why I kind of disagree with everyone in that I don't really like this film all that much. Because it's really needlessly Americanized. Like, it's not like a remake where it's literally just changing everything from the ground up, and even if it has a similar story and hell, some of the same, plot threads, it's still just remaking a film from the ground up. And it's not like taking a foreign language film and putting subtitles or dubs over it. But really, even when you do that, you still keep the original film. This is literally just taking a lot of scenes from the original film, and whatever main characters were in the film are now barely in the film as minor supporting characters in a movie where they weren't supposed to be that way. And does that sound confusing? It really does, because the Raymond Burr character serves as nothing but just exposition to a situation that we could have easily figured out if we had just watched the original film and just reading the subtitles. And I have a really big problem with this, actually. That'd be like taking Pan's Labyrinth and reducing the role that the lead character, Ophelia, had in that film, and reducing her to a minor supporting role, and instead just clumsily put in James Marsden as the lead, even though really he has no consequence on the film itself. There's nothing wrong with James Marsden, but it's kind of pointless to put him in the movie if the movie itself is already completed. It's even really obvious that Raymond Burr wasn't even supposed to be in the story, because you can so tell that, like whenever he's talking to someone or, from the original film, like you can tell just by the shots and whatnot that no, this is not supposed to be in the original film. Like, he's not supposed to be in this film. It's so clear they were filmed on two separate locations or something. And it's even more noticeable when you have this translator character for Raymond Burr's character, and again, he just spouts out exposition that we could have already figured out if we watched the original film and just read the subtitles, or at the very least, heard the dub. I don't get it. Why would you change the film that was already complete and already had a complete linear narrative and just change it all? I just really don't understand that. Again, it's not like they remade the film. Like, if this was an American remake of Gojira, I could at least understand that, because while you are basing it off the original film, you're still creating everything from the ground up. But whoever was the American distributor, or whoever got the American rights to Godzilla or that film or whatever, like, it just feels like they went the lazy route, and instead of just putting subtitles on the screen and just letting us watch the original Japanese film, they instead compromised that film by reshooting a lot of scenes just to insert a white guy in there who really serves no narrative purpose, and reducing what main characters you did have in the film to such a small role to where you kind of forget about them. And in a way, it feels a little bit disrespectful. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Americanized version of Gojira. I still really do want to see what the original Japanese Gojira was like, but that's gonna have to wait until I can figure out some way to watch it. Maybe next year, I don't know. But yeah, if you really do want to see, the classic Godzilla film, don't watch the Americanized version of it, because this is a very pointless Americanization of the original film that inserts a character that was not meant to be there and reduces the main characters to being supporting roles where narratively that wasn't even their place. So yeah, I don't recommend you watch Godzilla King of the Monsters. Just wait until you can figure out a way to watch the original Gojira from 1954, because that's probably a better version of Godzilla than this was. But surely we Americans couldn't find a way to fuck up Godzilla again, could we? So yeah, if you have seen Godzilla King of the Monsters, not the new one coming out, the one from 1956, if you've seen that, let me know down in the comments below what you thought of it. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like, share the video so we can get the channel circulated. Don't forget to support my Patreon on my Patreon page, or if you can't do that, then consider supporting me through my PayPal donation button in the description below. And if you want to see more, click this.